if I had to invest $1,000 into the stock market, how would I go about investing, right? This is me starting from zero. How would I do it? And I'm going to use the analogy of like castles, kingdom, knights, and stuff like that, because I don't know, I was thinking about it and it sounded cool, so I'm going to try it out here. But we have three things in our kingdom. We have our home base, headquarters, village, whatever you want to call it, town hall. We have our soldiers, we have our warriors or knights, and then we have our defense. We have our, something to protect us. So jumping right into it, our headquarters. Our headquarters is going to be our ETFs. ETFs are everything. ETF is a exchange traded fund, right? And then I personally choose VOO and VTI. Those two, Vanguard's S&P 500, and then VTI is Vanguard's total market index. Those two are going to be your best bet because they have low expense ratios and they have historically shown that they can bring in money, 6, 7, 8% returns per year. You don't need to go too crazy. You don't have to get a million different ETFs because you want to be vastly diversified and secured. No, just stick with a couple and you'll be completely fine, right? All it is to hedge against the market fluctuating so much with your individual stocks. So first things first, your ETFs, your home base. That's pretty much going to be 50% of my portfolio, if not maybe a little bit more. So that's that. Next, we have our growth stocks. Our growth stocks are going to be our soldiers. They're our knights. They are the ones that go out there, take money, bring it back, and increase the portfolio net worth. Without a doubt, my portfolio wouldn't be where it's at right now with almost 17,000 in capital gains alone. That's without the dividends. 17,000 in capital gains alone. It wouldn't be where it is right now without the growth stocks, right? I like to go against the grain a little bit. I don't think you should just invest in ETFs. If you want to keep it like very chill, very like, I don't want to focus on this, I just want to dump money and just not even look at it, sure, fine. Even for me, even with these growth stocks, I don't look at it like that. I'm just constantly putting money in, whether it's up or down. And I think that's how you should invest regardless of whatever strategy you choose. Besides the point, with growth stocks, you need to do your due diligence. You need to know what you're picking. And so personally for me, I love industrial plants. I love industry plant businesses that I know aren't going anywhere. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, IMB, Tesla. These guys, they are established. They are not going to move in the next 10, 15, 20 years. They're going to grow because new technologies are going to come out there and they're definitely going to implement it. But they're not going to go bankrupt anytime soon. You know what I mean? When you're looking at speculative stocks, when you're looking at penny stocks, you're putting your money at risk. Personally, I like growth. I like risking in my 20s, but I don't like losing, right? And so I want to try to win and I want to try to maximize the money to the best of my ability, and I'm not going to bet that on some penny stock, right? So that's kind of where we're sitting at right now. So we have our hometown, which is our ETFs. We have our soldiers, which is a few of our growth stocks. And then we have our defense. We have something that protects us. Those guys are going to be our dividend stocks. And the thing here is in your 20s and 30s, you want to slowly let that compound in the background. What do I mean by this? You're reinvesting your dividends, and your dividend stocks are going to be a small percentage of your portfolio. Nothing crazy. Your growth stocks primarily are going to be the biggest percentage, and then the other half is going to be your ETFs. So your dividends are going to be small. They're going to reinvest. You're going to put money slowly into it, and it's going to compound over time. That's going to slowly build for itself. From there, once you start getting older, once you start, wanting to take less risk, and you have a family and whatnot, you have responsibilities, you're going to start leaning off those growth stocks, putting those capital gains, reinvesting them back into your dividends. And that's where the compounding is really going to start rocketing, because now, not only were you letting it work in the background, but now you threw your capital gains in there, which stacked it up that much more. And then say you don't have any reason to take this money out, or you have a W-2 or something like that, and where you don't need to rely on the dividends. Boom, reinvest those dividends back. Keep letting it fire off, right? That stuff is going to compound like crazy, and you're gonna have a fat paycheck every single month, quarter, year, whatever the payment distribution is, right? So that's where the power of compounding, as well as having dividends in your portfolio is necessary, because it's your defense. It's your hedge against, potentially losing a job, inflation, your savings going out, something like that, like an emergency, right? So that's how I would structure it. I'm gonna do my ETFs 50%. I don't know, I would do maybe my growth stocks, we can call it 30-40%, and then my dividend stocks are gonna be the rest of that, right? And ultimately, this is just a strategy I use right now, and it's been working. I've seen my portfolio get around 12 to 13% per year. Sometimes it's lower, right? The market isn't that amazing every single year, but I can guarantee you guys, with this strategy, you will definitely be in a right position as you grow older, right? But the one thing that I will share is, please, without a doubt, do your due diligence. I can't stress that enough, because no matter what, it's still your money. I'm just a guy, I'm 25 years old talking to you, right? Talking to you on a screen. You have to do your due diligence. If you don't, you're just gonna end up losing a lot of money, and you're not gonna know what you're investing in. Understand what you're investing in, put money where it's smart for you. That's all I gotta say. But let me not make this video any longer than it needs to be. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you like this, definitely leave a comment down below. Tell me what stocks you're investing in. Tell me what kind of strategies you guys are using. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.